President Obama is talking about taking the troops out of Iraq and sending them into Afghanistan, as though that's the place that they should be. And I really want to ask everyone to stop and question whether there could possibly be a viable military strategy to end terrorism. In January of 2002, founding members of September 11th Families for Peaceful Tomorrows actually went to Afghanistan and witnessed what had happened as a result of our initial bombing campaign. What they found was a devastated civilian population. They found people who had been living in a state of war for decades. And I guess when I stop and question whether more troops on the ground in Afghanistan today makes sense, I have to look back at the lessons of what we know from 2002 right up to this moment, which is that our military strategies are causing incredible numbers of civilian casualties. Even the president of the country, Hamid Karzai, is now beginning to complain to American leaders that this is an intolerable situation. And I have to ask, I'm not a military expert, but I have to ask, what possible good could come from a military surge unless there is a fundamental re-examination of why we're in Afghanistan? More civilian casualties will lead to more terrorists, will lead to more violence in the world, and a state of global insecurity. And that's certainly not what I want done in my sister's name, who died on 9/11, nor in the names of the thousands of other people who died that day. The military strategy, as I see it, is a failed one, and we have other techniques at our disposal. It is now time for serious regional diplomacy. It's time for America to exercise leadership in terms of diplomacy, but not try to dominate the region. We really need to be listening to the many, many different people who live there, who have been victims of militarization that's gone on for decades, and be a participant in encouraging diplomacy and discussion and dialogue among the various warring factions. That's how I think we can exercise leadership.